Hello, my name is Kevin, and I like you a ton. A skeleton, and we are Secret Agent Agency, and joining me is Andrew. Andrew, are you out there, buddy?
Hi, I'm here.
And Jihun, are you with us?
I was falling asleep, but thanks to Kevin's bad joke, it woke me up with the rage.
I got more where that came from.
Oh,
Um,
fuck.
so we are okay. So first of all, my eyes are doing a weird thing due to popular demand. I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast eye contact feature. Um, so sorry about that, but it was requested that I do this for Halloween streams. Um, we are playing a slew of games all by one indie developer. Uh, I found out about this developer through one of my favorite YouTubers. His name is Jacob Geller, and he did two videos, I think, on this developer, Kitty Horrorshow. I will probably be putting Kitty's Patreon and itch.io links in the description. So check it out, give them a follow. And here we go. So the first game that I'm going to play is a game that is part of their hidden cities or haunted cities. I forget. Oh, geez, I'm the worst. It's a series of small games or just like abandoned virtual places that they were giving out to their Patreon subscribers, and eventually they ended up on the itch.io for free. And this is one of those. It's called Grandmother's Garden. And there we go. I don't have a shovel. Okay. I don't actually know how to control this game. Oh, arrow keys. Arrow keys.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. Enter key, maybe?
I got it.
You have no camera control, right?
No.
Nice.
Oh, it's tank controls. Hang on just a second. I'm going to look into the control scheme because I'm woof. Oh.
I'm cool with that controls. Depends on the game.
Okay.
Didn't like a lot of early 3D-esque titles have that? Because the original PlayStation controller didn't even have the analog sticks. Like Silent Hill 1 and the early Resident Evil games were all tank controls, right?
Yes.
Superman 64, tank controls. Beloved game.
Best game. Get digging. All right, taking the shed keys. Sitting in that chair is all she does anymore. I can never tell if she's awake or asleep. Maybe she's neither, or both at the same time. I don't like her very much, but I suppose that means she belongs here. She's a part of this place. I'm a part of this place too. I don't like thinking about that. She won't even look at me. Her eyes have become roomy and opaque. They move like she's watching something, but I can't imagine what. She just looks so tired. Every breath looks like it hurts. I don't like her, but grandmother, why not just let her rest? Okay. Prayer shows, old, slow advertisements, footage of leech farms. They're all she ever watches anymore. I used to watch with her, but I don't like how they make me feel. If I watch for too long, I start to feel like things are crawling around inside my skull. It's nice at first, but it starts to hurt. If I watch for as long as she does, I'd be in agony. I wonder if she feels something different than I do. Or maybe she's just used to it.
I love the good on each farm.
So there is like a toggle run, but I'm guessing because I'm in a house, I can't use it. We will read the holy book. You open to a random page. The boy came to a clearing where a great bloated tick wallowed in a shallow pond, and he found that he could not speak, for she had filled his mouth with leeches as he was running through the swamp. You will know you have come to the kingdom of the Hierophant, for the roaches will have the teeth of men, and the wasps will have not stingers but tongues, and the worms will twist themselves into knots until they are torn and bleeding. Her mother, whose head was full of the tattered king's perverted songs, shut the girl in the attic, where blood dripped from between the teeth of the mad-eyed rocking horse, and the spiders laughed like murderers. Wow. The priestess sank into the mud, which whispered to her as it filled her ears, and she felt his oils and secrets slide across the wrinkled flesh of her brain, and she shivered, and the knife burrowed under her ribs. Okay, let's move on.
A nice book.
Yeah, what a nice book. It's a holy book. Oh,
Like
toggle
low
run.
loading screen.
Yeah. Oh man, this game is dark too.
Alright, so we're trying to find the shed.
Yeah, I suppose so. We do have shed keys. I imagine the shed would be somewhere close to the house.
And then we can start digging. Do we know what we're digging for?
Not yet. Oh fuck, what is all that?
The movement, I think, is just shadows from your dynamic light
Yeah.
source.
But what is that shit on the ground? Yuck.
Oh, I don't know, wood chips?
Yeah, we'll go with wood chips.
Might need to go down that path. Oh yeah, path here too.
So I'm kind of looking at the game in my other monitor that has a stream preview because it's brighter.
Oh my god.
Where the hell is this shed?
This looks promising. Whoa.
Oh, there's the shed.
Examine the swaying vein. Grandmother's taproot. One day it will grow into a massive tree, seething and terrible and vivacious. It knows the taste of 10 different monsters, its flesh constantly whispering, demanding more. And there's gravestones all around, I assume 10. A headstone, it's unmarked. A blasphemer is buried here. I was only a child, but I remember him very well. He frightened me. As the body lay in the earth, it looked to me and whispered, "Reject the worms, child." Grandmother split his skull with a root and made me say grace to the pallid queen for the rest of the night. Are these... Okay, what's the one next to it say? These all the same. Oh no. A headstone, it's unmarked. A voyeur is buried here. He was buried with his eyes open, held that way by strips of tape. The body was laughing. An uncomfortable wheezing laugh I can still remember. I was younger then, but not much. Oh boy. A dissident is buried here. Grandmother always hated dissidents the most. I wanted to read some of his writing, but she never let me. Even with the centipedes tunneling through his eyes, he hurled accusations. I never told anyone, but in a strange way, I admired him. Wow, okay. I don't think I'm gonna read all of them. Just most, or some. Let's get to the shed if I can find it.
Probably like swing left after we go out back to the gate.
Oh, okay.
I need to remember that I have push to talk now.
When everywhere has stationary cameras except for one area that rotates, it's hard to get your bearings. Okay. Hanging a Louie. Examine the roots. More roots. Every day, there's more of them. They look like they're flowing towards the garden this time. I can walk on them, that's good.
I would have figured the shed would have been like right by the house, but I didn't see anything.
Yeah, well. A well. Grandmother and I use it to draw fluids up from the veins below. What fluid we get depends on which phase of the moon it's in. During the new moon, the well gives us blood. It's the only thing the roots in Grandmother's garden will eat anymore. It clots in the irrigators, even at full spray. I used to only have to clean them every week or two. Now I do it daily. The crescent and gibbous moons both give us hemolymph. It sustains us. Grandmother used to cook for us, now I do it. I've tried to teach myself many ways to prepare hemolymph, but it's difficult to make so much with it apart from soup. The half moon gives us water. It's the only time, and there's less and less with each passing month. The full moon gives us bile. Most of my free time is spent trying to find how we're meant to use it. We're meant to do something with it. I know it. I feel it urging me when I bathe my hands in it. The well is dark. I can't see the bottom at all, but I can hear the the viscous gurgling of fluid far below. I can't draw any up until I replace the bucket. Holy shit. Okay. So, no shed here.
No shit, yeah.
We're gonna see everything before we see the shed.
As is tradition. I'm stuck on a tree. I'll be honest, I was expecting this to be shorter than I think it's going to end up being. Yeah, maybe we'll just play this one and then the large cool one. Well, I say large, it's about an hour long. I hear sounds. That looks like a shed.
So we have to get whatever that is down at some point.
Enter the tool shed. There's a shovel. Press D to get digging. I just can't just
Appreciate
get digging
dedicated
here.
shovel button. There's blood oozing out of those barrels.
It's like it. Can I do anything with this wheelbarrow?
I guess good dig in front of the house. Either that or pull up the next set of tombstones.
Yeah, the tombstones definitely seem promising. We still haven't gone the down path here, but I'm gonna hold out on that, I think. So I
Are
think...
you scared yet? This is a horror game after all.
Can I dig at these roots? No.
This game like cold open to you just in front of the house when you
Yeah.
boot it up.
Yep.
That's great.
I shouldn't upset them. She'll know. She'll feel it. Okay, so that's what it says when you try to dig. Can I dig here? No. Okay, so I guess we'll go back to the gate.
I like all the different set camera angles.
Ooh. Dig. Dig. Dig.
Oh, that's a crow or raven or something.
Yeah.
Oh, those are red.
Blood bells have gathered on the arms of the irrigators. I hate how quiet they are, just completely silent. Okay. I have a bad feeling. Oh. I hate these sort of things. I know they're important, but they make the whole garden stink like old blood. That smell will be with me forever. I don't want to keep doing this. I want to stop. Something's going to happen to me. We did it, boys.
We beat
And
the
the game
game.
just exits. Yeah.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. Game just exited.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
I guess this game was aiming for like scary atmosphere rather than like jump scare and all that kind of stuff.
Yep. So now we're going to play a game called Anatomy.
Okay.
And I'm going to... it kind of just starts. So I think I'm going to start it to look...
The game you just played, was it made by the same people who made Iron Long?
No.
Okay, because I don't know why some of the horror game just ends. I don't know, some kind of trend. If there's some kind of trend or something.
Yikes. Apparently streaming just crashed. I'm going to
Yeah,
start
I
it
see the
again.
loading bar thing.
Going on? Not letting me start streaming.
How do I stream?
Oh, okay. Let me know if I'm back live.
You're on.
Yeah, light? Okay. There was the buffer reading was there for a second. Okay.
Okay. So here we go. This is a larger game called Anatomy. And I'm going to quickly switch the game mode. Here we go. All right, so it just plopped me down right here. Whoa, okay. I am in control. This is too dark for me. 1 second. That is way too dark.
So look at the preview screen instead.
Okay, so there's... Let me see what I can do here really fast.
Remember loading again for me.
Yeah, okay, it crashes when I start the game. Wild.
Ooh,
Okay, well, since that's happening...
Interesting.
yeah, probably one of those cursed game.
It's like Persona 5 and other games that don't let you stream.
Oh,
Yeah, it's exactly like that. So I'm gonna hit start streaming again. And hopefully it will let me connect. Game is cursed. Find out. There we go. I should be live again. Giving it a few seconds, then we will begin. This may surprise you, but I don't really like playing like several games back to back to back in one stream. It rarely works out for me.
Does it switch up your setup?
Yeah. Here we go. Hitting play.
Do you like VHS aesthetic?
Oh yeah.
oh God, I haven't seen one of those the font in ages.
I actually can't remember the last time I watched a VHS tape. Long,
Same.
long ago.
Yeah, I still remember the sound it makes, like when you insert the
Oh
tape,
yeah.
tape, and then like, oh God, I still remember those noises. It's not. How do
Yeah,
you describe? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like horror movies are always better on VHS because there's less detail in them.
Yeah.
Something about it just works better to me.
How would you describe the noise it makes when you insert a VHS tape? It's not click clack, right?
Yeah, it's like a ka-chunk, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Actually, Chunk
I
is good.
bet it'll sound something like this.
In the psychology of the modern civilized human being, it is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. Since as early as the Neolithic era, humankind has defined itself by its buildings. Buildings for worship, buildings for socializing, buildings for protection, even buildings for the commemoration of the dead. But of all the structures that mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which it relies upon most completely for its continued survival.
There is a tape in the dining room. So this is made by the same developer, Kitty Horrorshow, as the previous game we just played. And it is called Anatomy. This one was not 3, it cost 3 entire Earth dollars. And I've heard a lot of praise heaped upon it.
Okay. I like that what it's implying there as far as like houses being haunted, as like going further and further into the future, they got to start just switching to like apartments and stuff like that being haunted, because how many people live in houses versus apartments and shit, or all the renters out there.
So there is a sprint button, and it's kind of crazy.
This guy or gal that you're piloting
Hauls
here.
ass.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, thus far, everything you interact with seems to be like a little glowy.
Yeah.
All right, how
Where's
good is your sense
the-
of navigation?
I'm learning the layout now as we speak. Okay, so to get to the kitchen, it's where the stairs are. Yeah.
The house is one of the key elements that separates modern humanity from its more primitive antecedents. No other creature goes to such lengths to create lasting, permanent shelter for itself, nor regards said shelters with such reverence and import. Why do human beings of our modern age foster this tremendous sympathy toward their homes? There are many reasons, of course, but perhaps it is due in some small part to seeing them as a reflection of ourselves.
There's a tape in the downstairs bathroom, which ostensibly is here somewhere. Oh no, okay, so here's the dining room again. So all these doors start out locked, and they like open up one by one, more or less. Can't use the toilet. Can stand on it though. Can jump around on toilet. Wow, that is a low poly sink.
Jesus, I can actually see the edges.
Right out of a PlayStation game.
Oh, yes, we are.
The anatomy of the house is such that this analogy is less superficial than at first it may seem. To carry it further, if we were to dissect a house as we might a human cadaver, we would find ourselves able to isolate and describe its various appendages and their functions in a decidedly anatomical fashion. There is even a fair number of direct comparisons to be drawn between those organs of a house and those of a human body.
There's a tape in the garage.
Or my garage ad.
Cars? Who has an empty garage? Are you kidding me? Washer dryer though.
Maybe it's a house for sale.
For example, let us examine the living room.
What was the
Often
game?
the dominant space
Andrew
of a
played on
house's
stream?
ground
Hang on.
level, as well as typically the center of activity in a well-populated home. The living room is very much the heart of the house. While a human heart circulates blood to oxygenate the body's extremities, the living room circulates people, activity, communication. It is the room most likely to be found beating, as active and vivacious as its name would imply. The comparison is only strengthened when we consider also that the living room is most commonly the room to contain the fireplace, making it additionally a locus of actual physical heat.
They call it a living room. How ironic. And you're thinking of Bad Ben, Jihun.
Damn, thank you.
Bad Ben is great. That tape wasn't there before.
No, it wasn't.
It is easy to think of
Who's
the
putting the
kitchen
tape?
and dining room
It's
as
a
the stomach
ghost.
or digestive system of a house, though this comparison is tenuous. By contrast, the function and analog of a bathroom should be immediately obvious. The hallways and corridors of a house are its veins, providing circulation coursing throughout its frame. A staircase bears more than a passing resemblance, both physically and symbolically, to a spine. The windows of a house serve much the same purpose as eyes, and anyone who has ever rounded a bend or long drive and come suddenly face to face with a tall, dark manor will tell you that it is difficult to shake the impression that the house, through its lightless windows, is a creature capable of vision and intelligence.
There's a tape on the stairs. Okay. Ah. Da, 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 da.
The bedroom is perhaps the room that most eludes direct comparison in this fashion. At a stretch, and allowing for a bit of poetic sympathy, it might be said that the bedroom is not unlike the human mind, or those parts of it which dictate thought and imagination. In the bedroom, dreams are dreamt, passions are ignited, epiphanies are experienced in cold sweat at early hours. In the bedroom is where people invariably spend the majority of their time, though comparatively little of it whilst conscious.
We're
You guys
learning
like-
about all the rooms in the house.
Yeah, we're checking out the full anatomy. Do you guys like believe in hauntings and shit?
I mean, it's not so. I kind of do. It's because it is a fear. Like, unless I don't know, like even scientifically, let's say one day, like it's scientifically proven there's no such thing as ghosts. I think our minds they get affected by fear of unknown, and as well as like, you know, when we get scared in a lone place, I feel like haunted. We start believing haunted. That's my point. That's my 2 cents.
So I've talked about this at length before, I think. I don't believe in ghosts, but I think it's fun to believe in ghosts. I like the aesthetic of ghosts, like that kind of thing, But if you were asking me if I seriously believed in this stuff, I would say no. Guys, I have a deep philosophical question for you.
Oh,
Throw it at me.
When the Earth explodes, what happens to all the ghosts?
Just stuck on like bits and pieces of rock. And
no. The ghost. If the Earth gets destroyed, the ghost goes into. They move into Ghost Earth.
Okay. Oh, and obviously they all become space ghost coast to coast and start interviewing celebrities. Anyway, tape.
I do like Jihun's point of fear of unknown, because I'd say that's the easiest way of describing it.
Yeah.
Because once it's known, it's like you know how to comprehend or understand it. Whatever the irrational fears may be.
Yes.
And yet, this analogy is an incomplete one, for obviously the mind is an exceedingly complex thing. If the bedroom represents the thinking, dreaming part of the brain, then it is the basement that represents those lower, unconscious parts. The basement is dark. It is buried. It is a place full of cobwebs where memories are stored. A poignant comparison, truly. Often the unnerving uncertainty that comes with considering the deeper aspects of the human psyche is not unlike gazing down at the swimming blackness pooled at the bottom of a basement stairwell. It is a place we spend our childhoods filling with monsters that will lay for years in patient silence. It is a place that, barring some specific errand, we seldom ever want to go.
Basement. Big empty basement. We got a wall mounted tape.
It's got a hook.
That's normal. Some shelves. Okay.
Of course, this comparison, though appropriate, is a very heavy-handed one, and often the basement is little more than a storage space littered with the corpses of spiders and woodlice. While poets and psychoanalysts no doubt dread the thought of a dark basement, in truth, it is the bedroom, the waking mind, that place of dreams that is actually the most frightening of all.
Hmm.
Oh, master bedroom.
This place is gigantic.
That's where you get your
Wait.
EVP readings of people of ghosts fucking.
Oh, wait, what?
I'm over
Okay.
here now.
It is here, in the bedroom, that we are at our most vulnerable. Each night we shut our senses to the world for hours at a time, trusting in the house to keep us safe until next we wake. In this state of extreme vulnerability, we will spend something like 20% of our lives. Anything might stand beside us, watch us, keep us company until dawn, and we would never perceive it. We can only pray that the house will not let such things carry on as we sleep. In this way, during these hours, the bedroom seems less like a mind and more like a mouth. For it is here that the house is most likely to betray us. It is here that we place ourselves most at the house's mercy and spend each night hoping that it will not bite down.
Yeah. It just exited out. Is that it? Hang on.
Okay,
I
with
thought
this
there was
trend.
more.
Sure.
Oh, that's the whole game?
Like, not
So
even a
there-
prop. Go ahead.
Okay, so there's a text file that I've been I haven't read, but it's in the folder. It's called Spoilers, Play Before Reading. And it says, believe you've reached the end of the game, unsure what to do next. Scroll down slowly, stop at speed bumps. So I will do that. Have you only run the game once? The game must be run several times for the complete experience.
One of those.
Are you in
This
the
could be
basement,
interesting.
immobile, with the tape? Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so we're going to jump in again.
I've played a few games like that. It's interesting. Also, I may have broken the stream again.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Hopefully you're recording.
Yeah, it says I'm recording.
Okay, good.
All right, YOLO. I wonder what the video is going to look like. Because the stream isn't so hot, probably, but... Oh, it's glitchier. Okay. Alright, so first things first, I'm able to open all the doors. They're normally locked. So I want to go right to the master bedroom. And see if there's anything I can do here. No, okay, so notably there's no pictures of teeth here.
I wasn't even paying attention to the pictures last time.
Huh.
I'd submit that as a bug report. It's flickering in and out.
What do you make of this? We got some flickery lines, strings, hairs.
I wish we had a brighter torch or a flashlight going on.
I like how the game is like so all these doors are locked in your first playthrough, and now it's like the game like isn't ready for you to see these rooms. Oh. Ah. Oh.
Why you do this?
Gotta.
Has to interact with all interactables. Oh, thank goodness! Like,
Let there be light.
did you guys ever have any interest in that? It's called Phasmophobia. Is that the name of the game?
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
I've
that's
had, I would say I've had interest in it. Yeah. Basement's locked. Okay.
Curious if the audio is different. I'm gonna shut up.
In the psychology of the modern civilized human being, it is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. Since as early as the Neolithic era, humankind has defied the dead. Of all the structures that mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which it relies upon most completely for its continued survival.
There is a tape in the dining room. Okay.
The tape sounded like it was getting all fucked up.
Yeah, it did.
like the tape machine. Somebody's in the machine.
Why do human beings of our modern age foster this tremendous sympathy?
There's a tape in the downstairs bathroom. Okay.
Is that even a place? Oh, downstairs. I was thinking.
Yeah,
like,
I
going
thought the
even
same
more
thing,
down.
like a basement, yeah. Uh-huh. There's doors are unlocked. Okay, well this was... Well, okay, it lied to me. Can I just, like, go up to the, master bedroom?
What were your heart desires?
Oh no! Okay!
What?
Yo, dog!
Heard you like doors.
Are you losing your sanity yet?
A little bit. Okay.
So I guess we just gotta try all these doors until we get the next closeout.
Oh, here we go.
You know, it's like that common prayer, the Lord, my soul, something or other.
Oh, well, I'm playing that tape player. Gotta go downstairs. Yeah, you know, you're right, and you should say it. Dear.
Something wrong with this tape. Oh, it's all good now that we're holding it.
It is easy to think of the kitchen and dining room as the stomach or digestive system of a house, though this comparison is tenuous. By contrast, the function and analog of a bathroom should be immediately obvious. The hallways and corridors of a house are its veins, providing circulation coursing throughout its frame. A staircase bears more than a passing resemblance, both physically and symbolically, to a spine. The windows of a house serve much the same purpose as eyes, and anyone who has ever rounded a bend on a long drive and come suddenly face to face with a pale, dark manor will tell you that the house is a creature capable of...
So I was talking about the stairs. Was this door here before? Nothing there. But, okay, so I was talking about the stairs. Let's see if anything's changed up here. Ah, yes, things that changed up here, I would say.
Oh, it's just floating there.
The bedroom is perhaps the room that most eludes direct comparison in this fashion. At a stretch, and allowing...
Oh, okay. So before I was trapped in this in the master bedroom listening to this, but now I'm not.
Imagination. In the bedroom,
I dream that there are teeth growing all over me, everywhere on me and in me, like cysts or bone spurs. They're loose, but I can't remove them because I have no hands. I look out through the bedroom window and I see a truck approaching. A young man steps out, approaches, and enters through the front door. His body is covered in swollen ticks the size of quarters. He's walking through the downstairs hallway and laughing. He begins urinating on the wall. He spits on the carpet. He's moving through the first floor, breaking and upsetting things. He goes to the basement and stands at the top of the stairs. I'm angry at him, so I slam the door and he falls down. I can feel his bones snapping. The ticks are bursting, oozing old black blood everywhere. I can feel them being ground up, dissolved and torn, splitting and shredding. I leave the door closed. I close my eyes and try to sleep. The teeth continue growing on me until there's nothing left of me but teeth and gums and sinew.
the basement is dark.
It sure is.
Basement.
The door opened itself this time. Oh, okay. Well, obviously it closed itself again. Anybody watching on Twitch, I suppose it will crash when I try to start it. So I'll be back.
Curious where all this leads. It's been pretty interesting so far.
So okay, the stream crashed. The notepad file, the text file says that you've reached the end of the game when you run the program, and it begins the game in the basement with the tape player, and nothing happens after over 30 seconds.
Okay.
All right. Says we're streaming. Here we go. Yes. Yes. Oh. No. No.
What the?
Where now?
What?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. We're in it now. Oh no, the door that just leads to another door is locked.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Hello? Can I touch it? Ew.
I can't even tell what. Okay.
Arteries.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I think my house is sick. Oh. Yeah. I've had nights like that. I refuse to elaborate. Okay, let's go downstairs. Okay, we're looking at mouths. Yeah, I'd say that door is not gonna open. What about this one? Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Is the house like secretly a mimic?
Something never came back. Okay.
I think it's like you never came back.
Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, we're keeping that.
Like looks like one of the crime scene there, detective.
There's broken textures. Don't forget the floating one.
Oh, there was a floating one.
There were two of them. Oh, there's even more.
Yeah, I think I got them all. I think. They're kind of hard to spot when they could be anywhere. I'm surprised
Huh?
I can't lift the toilet.
Why don't they give this speak to us
Oh.
for?
There was a door here previously, or it was like shaped differently or something.
You know, at least we know this is intended. Like, otherwise, I think, like, is this game broken or it's bugging out or something like that.
That'd be interesting too. Where next tape?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, shouldn't take too long to search the house. Oh, all the furniture in here disappeared. Ah. I'll say, me too. I assume that's just not
Having a
gonna
ton.
stop. Yeah. It's still going, I can hear it through the wall. So I guess that's just gonna keep happening. Oh, found one. Speak your truth.
I need more game. Give me more.
Ah. I see why the run button makes you fucking haul ass now. It's very helpful. Hurts. Not basement time yet.
Brains.
Itchy, tasty.
What was that from?
Resident Evil.
Okay, yeah.
That one's still going. Which, again, fair enough. Fair enough. Ah. Right here in the nightstand where I left it. What's... Is it shadow, like, above it? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
I'm actually impressed at how well made this broken house is. I knew there'd eventually be a tape here.
Just feel it.
If we were to dissect the house, we would find organs and stomachs, brains and bodies.
He knows a pattern.
Dreams and memories and the mouth that will bite down.
Ah. Oh. Okay. Well, basement time, guys. I'm not immediately seeing anything.
So we're being corralled to go.
Yeah.
There is an important distinction that must be drawn between the words dissection and vivisection, a distinction that would appear to be lost on you. Your purpose was to listen, and yet at every turn you have pried, you have prodded, and you have interfered. Have you not been paying attention? Did it not occur to you that as an organism existing within a greater organism, your intrusion would be felt? And still you harassed. And now, like the wayward spider who witlessly settles upon a sweeper's tongue, you will be swallowed. Because the truth is this. When a house is both hungry and awake, every room becomes a mouth.
Teeth. Oh. Okay.
Where are we?
Take your path, nerd.
And it closed.
Really? Oh my god. Let's see if there's an update on
Go back
Twitch.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Twitch is gonna die again. Here we go. Yep. Coding overloaded. Okay. Here we go.
Can't wait.
We're live. And I don't know, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. All right. This is it.
What happens to a house when it is left alone? When it becomes worn and aged? When its paint peels and its foundations begin to sink? When it goes for too long unlived in? What does it think of? What does it dream? How does it regard those creatures who built it? Brought it into existence only to abandon it when its usefulness no longer satisfies them. It may grow lonesome. It may stare for long hours into the darkness of its own empty halls and see shadows. And its heart may jump as it thinks, here's someone again, I'm not alone. And each time it is wrong, and the hurt starts over. It may haunt itself, inventing ghosts to walk its floors, making friends with its shadow puppets, laughing and whispering to itself at the end of some quiet cul-de-sac. It may grow angry. Its basement may fill with churning acid like an empty stomach, and its gorge may rise as it asks itself through clenched teeth, what did I do wrong? It may grow bitter. It may grow hungry. So hungry and so bitter that its scruples dissolve and its doors unlock themselves. While a house may hunger, it cannot starve. And so, in fever and anger and loneliness, it may simply lie in wait. Doors open. Shades drawn. Hallways empty. Hungry.
So was that the ending? It feels like it was probably the ending.
We move around.
No. Okay, so it said something about hitting the delete key. I'll do that now.
Oh.
No, nothing here. Checking the text file. Okay. I think I just... Okay, so I hit escape there. I'm gonna try it again. Here we go. Okay, it says we're streaming. Let's do this. Uh-huh.
In the psychology of the modern civilized human being, it is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. Since as early as the Neolithic era, humankind has defined itself by its buildings. Buildings for worship, buildings for socializing, buildings for protection, even buildings for the commemoration of the dead. But of all the structures that mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which it relies upon most completely for its continued survival.
All right, yeah, I'm thinking that
I
was
think
the
it's
ending.
reset itself. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
When I looked at it says you need to complete and restart the game a total of 4 times. I think it's how many times we did it, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. So that's it. How So I'm not gonna play any more like the bite-sized games or anything like that. I think we've had a full plate. I was anticipating playing a few more, but that's okay.
Let's save them.
Yeah, save them. How were my selections for the evening?
I like this one.
Yeah, it was interesting.
How was
My only problem.
Oh, go ahead.
My only problem with the anatomy is that fact that because I watched the stream on mute because I don't want the voice to overlap. So
Oh, sure.
because I don't know what the things or that's what's being said on the stream.
Yeah,
Most of the time.
I was kind of worried about that. I wish it had subtitles, but I understand why it doesn't.
Mm-hmm. So what was the tape covering? What was the tape saying?
Just go about the house as like a living thing, more or less.
I
Yeah,
see.
it would. Yeah, I was talking about like the anatomy of the house and like what parts of the human body each room represents and things like that. And
Oh.
as we've done repeats of the game, it's gotten more and more distorted and crazy. Notably later, in one of the bedrooms, there's a tape player that was just constantly like screaming non-stop, and like the tape player like never stopped looping, just like this. Honestly, one of the worst screams I've ever heard in my life. That was scary.
I found it interesting. That would have been a fun one for me to play on my own. A lot of these games, I'm usually like, I'm glad Kevin played it, but I could have seen myself playing this game as for like a entertaining experience, a little unnerving and the like.
Yeah.
So, but one thing that all the game you had, well, not all, but like the games you played tonight, something they had common is they kind of ended abruptly.
Yes.
I do not appreciate that, honestly. It really makes you to think like makes you go like that it. Then some people will second guess, did the game crash? You know.
Yeah. In this case, yes, game crashed. But I wish this game had a little more. I want more of this. But yeah, Kitty Horrorshow has a whole lot of other games, and I will link the itch.io page for sure. How'd you like that which gave chase?
It was
Well,
interesting. It was fun seeing you get stuck.
I wasn't a big
Always
fan of the
fun.
whole. I wasn't a big fan of like whole abruptly cut like out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's weird to see a video game do jump cuts like that. It felt like I was playing a montage until like the very end. And
Yeah.
it seemed it's weird because I liked that the game was short, but it felt like that game needed more time to develop its idea of like it seemed like it was heading in a direction in the cave where our memories were kind of overlapping with another group of explorers' memories that were there before. But I felt like it didn't really go far enough with that. I don't know.
And it's like a little transition that just has text popping in saying time passes.
Or something. Yeah. I can understand the artistic choice, but there is one of those things that it sounds okay in the like designing or brainstorming, but when you execute it, it's like maybe it didn't. Or it could be one of those things like uh, some people try to cover their technical limitation by saying like it's a design choice. For example, some fighting game, I believe. One I forgot which fighting game. I'm not sure if it was an official fighting game or some banned fighting game. The reason why the timer is set to 1 minute is that after 1 minute there's a memory leak.
Oh, I'm trying. Oh, I've heard that before. I'm trying to remember what game it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, so if the game has a memory leak at that time, why don't you just reduce the timing or something like that? And yeah, something like that. I feel like people could just use like game philosophy as excuse for their technical limitation. Could be.
So one thing I wanted to talk about with that which gave chase is those jump cuts from environment to environment could only really be done because the game was so low poly and stuff. Like they're like the way they did the graphics allowed them to because like if you did that in like a AAA game, it would require a loading screen in between.
That's also true. Yes, yes.
But because the assets were so I'm going to loosely use the term low quality. You know, they're just able to just like bam, you're in a new location. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt like that's what made their game work. And it was cool to see like a stylistic choice and a well, I guess like two different stylistic choice, one being like on the graphic design level and one being on like the play experience design level. coming together in that way to make that possible. Because I've never seen a game do that before, where it just like throughout the entire game it just keeps going cut, 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 cut. That was very interesting.
Mhm.
But yeah, Kitty Horror Show is really cool. A lot of her games feature lots of talk about ticks. Loves just telling you about ticks. That was a feature present in both of these games. But yeah, there are a lot of Kitty Horror Show games. You should check them out. I played 2 out of, I don't know, maybe like 50 or something that are on the itch.io page. So enjoy that. So that's it for tonight. I have some more I guess I picked all my like high brow horror games for this stream with the intention of playing my more normal horror games on next weekend's stream. Uh right now I'm planning to play Parasocial and World of Horror.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. I'm excited. And another thing I really wanted to do with all my picks was to contrast with all of the high def PS5 gaming we've been doing. I wanted to go strictly retro.
Hmm.
So tonight felt like a, and thank you, Andrew, for helping out with that. You brought this Super Nintendo. I feel like I brought 2 like PlayStation ish, well, 3
Yeah.
PlayStation ish games together. And next week I'll be playing uh another game that looks like this, that kind of VHS PS1 or maybe PS2 aesthetic, and a game that looks like it was made for like the PC-88. So that's it. And after next weekend, we'll go back into a Plague Tale and start playing a Plague Tale Requiem. And
Oh, yeah.
then I have kind of another cool game to close out the month and maybe spill slightly over into December. We'll see how timing works out. But it's gonna be
All right.
one last sort of spooky game. But yeah, that's
Why
it.
is there no Thanksgiving game?
Well,
Or
I'm
turkey
sure
game.
I'm sure there's like a few that exist, but nobody makes them quite like they make Halloween games. You know? All right, I gotta call it here. So that's it. We're going to bed. Hope you enjoyed all these wonderful games we played tonight. So long, farewell, and sweet dreams.
Good night.
Appropriately end.